Guess what I got? Guess what I got? Boom! Guys, ignore the awkward ass hair. The hair doesn't matter, nothing matters right now because it's here. It is here, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what I got? Guess what I got? Boom! This is the Holly Lark M2 here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna do a full unboxing here because I think it's similar to what this has right here. This is, like I said, the Hollyland Lark Mark II. Lark M2. Pretty much this is the same thing as this, except this was a little bit better. And funny enough, when I was looking for, like, you know, microphones and stuff, and wireless microphones for cameras, well, the first video that actually got me into, like, looking for something like this is a Mr. Who's the Boss video. He did, like, a quick short on this, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna buy it eventually. And then when I finally had the money, this wasn't in stock. Now, I guess 4 weeks later, it is finally in stock. You know, outside of this little weird logo right here, see that? I think I prefer this one a little bit better. It's sleeker. Nice little opening here. Nice. Oh, and then boom. This is it. Size comparison between this one and this one. Boom. Definitely smaller. Okay, got a bag of goodies. Got a couple of pop filters right here. Got a couple of cords. Standard stuff, nothing crazy. And there's also a little, like, necklace thing where, like, you can attach the microphone. There it is. Yeah, there's the little stickers. I'll show you the actual product first. I'll let you get a first look at it. Boom. Tiny, little tiny guy here. Microphone 1, microphone 2. I had to give you a little bit of context here for the next thing I wanted to show you. But I thought this was always cool. This is definitely part of what sold me into buying this product. The stickers. Look at that. Any of these stickers, you can place it onto this microphone right here. You can kind of customize it. It's pretty nice. I guess the only problem with this is that there's a better chance of you losing it. Hear that? Tactile. But just like this, the whole, like, shindig is very similar to what, you know, the AirPods offers. The case is a battery itself, and, you know, you charge it, it makes the microphone last longer. This is done me wonders. Sometimes you just gotta move on to other things, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I want to do some extra research. I mean, I know how this works, because it's, like I said, it's similar to the one that I used to have, but I'm gonna try it. Give me a second. And boom. Okay. We're now using the Holly Lark. I could turn down the volume here too, so it doesn't peak. Maybe we just keep it at 2. This is the product. Like, bro, it's a pill. I could swallow this. There you go. This is the necklace setup. Hopefully it sounds good. I have no doubts that it does sound good because I've listened to what this sounds like before. The most expensive one that I've seen that, like, takes on this style of, like, casing is the DJI Mic Mini, and that one's about 170 or something like that. I know the most expensive ones are, like, the Rode ones, but, you know, I just don't see the point in spending 400 bucks in, like, a little microphone that you'll, you know, sometimes use. Depends, if you use it every day, go for it. But to me, with my needs, I'm okay with this. On my way to work, I'm gonna test this out, see what it sounds like in the car, because I know that was kind of the big issue with the old one. In the car, it sounded a little wonky.
Would you guys consider jack?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I got the little microphone strapped right here, or magnetized, because it's magnet. It's going to... That is so interesting. Okay, so what's gonna happen here in the next couple of days? The next 4 days until Wednesday, we're gonna be experiencing a high of 93, and then after that it just dips down to 71, 48, 54, and then it goes down to the 50s for a little bit. That's so interesting. We're getting a huge wave of heat here. A heat wave, they might say. It's a heat wave. What do we think of the microphone quality so far? It is peaking on my camera, it says, but I don't know how truthful that is. We'll just have to see later. Or actually, while I'm at work, I'll just check out the volume. And let me go to work first, all right? I'll be back. It's currently incredibly spicy outside. Obviously got the AC running here full blast. So I guess this is like a full test. Well, not full test, but this is like a halfway full test to what I want from this. The goal is to be able to have really good quality mic'd up videos without, like, you know, without horrible audio. I'm curious to what this sounds like, because on the camera, like, the audio meter's peaking a lot, so I don't know. Oh, that's an accident. Oh, they did the old Aldwen. Oh, that might have been a left turn, boys. Or that might have been just a collision, like an intersection collision, not like a Aldwen where I took a left in and I got hit on the right side. I guess the silver lining for them is I think they're from here. When I got into my car accident, I was definitely not from Canada, so there's a little silver lining on their end, but you know, still unfortunate. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so this is a perfect time to kind of, to test this microphone. In conclusion, by the way, this microphone, fuego. So I do need to turn down the volume though. It needs to be at level 1, because if it's not at level 1, it kind of sounds pretty loud. But hey, while we're testing out this microphone, let's talk a little bit, and also, you know, send this guy off to Amazon, back to where it came from. Let's go ahead and package this up. 10 seconds of silence for the boy. While I bury this guy here, let's talk a little bit about a couple topics. First thing I want to talk about is wrestling. You could skip this part if you really want to, but it's quick. One of two things happened since yesterday. While I was making the Backlash review last night, we actually got some news for Saturday night's main event. It's gonna be John Cena versus R-Truth. John Cena versus R-Truth is gonna be fun. Not the childhood hero. So what pretty much happened is that in the press conference, like, R-Truth's like, "Good job, John Cena. I still think you're the greatest, even though they say that you can't wrestle and you suck." After that, Cena actually pulled off the legal name of R-Truth. He's like, "Ron, that's too far." And then that sets us up for Saturday night's main event. And also on top of that, I think soon here, we're gonna get John Cena versus CM Punk, which I am beyond excited. I don't even care too much about like the wrestling match. I'm just so excited for the promo. I've never experienced a John Cena versus CM Punk live promo, let alone a CM Punk versus John Cena promo where Cena's the bad guy, because I feel like Cena's gonna be a lot more ruthless, but Cena's gonna fire off some shots, but you know, CM Punk's probably gonna be like, "That's not gonna work for me, brother," because remember, I'm still CM Punk. CM Punk, one of the only people that can genuinely beat John Cena in a promo battle. Like, Cody Rhodes did well, but you know, we're talking about CM Punk here, man. This is CM Punk. CM Punk put on his story, like a caption of Michael Cole saying, "Oh, John Cena's still your undisputed champion," or whatever. And then Punk puts, "Not for long." John Cena and Randy Orton's cool and all, but hey, Cena versus Punk is gonna feed families for generations. And I guess on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to wrestling news, this is very unfortunate news. Today we find out that Sabu, the suicidal, homicidal, I forgot what the rest of the bit is, but actually in honor of him, let me look it up here. The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac, Sabu has passed away at the age of 60, if I'm correct. We don't know what the reason is yet, but hey, this is unfortunate news, man. It's one of the most, like, insane wrestlers of all. I mean, bro, he's got genocidal, suicidal, homicidal in his name, bro. Like, come on now. If you and the boys ever had moments of like, "Oh, I want to watch extreme WWE moments or extreme wrestling moments," jumping into a barbed wire table, thumbtacks, barbed wire, like baseball bats, anything that's got blood, violence, or whatever, odds are Sabu is part of that. He's like a Mick Foley. It's crazy. I don't know how he's still, like, walking after doing all that, and he's still wrestling. Like, before his passing, he was still, like, you know, doing wrestling. And I'm gonna eat. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have a midnight snack. Me and Buddy are gonna go upstairs and eat. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna down this like a pill now.